black man can inspire himself, but he can inspire himself. I'm going to take you down what I call the rabbit hole. Sort of like a paradox, trapped inside of a Pandora's box. When a black man is inspired by you, he becomes questionable of his integrity and his morals by people such as myself that knows the difference between the rabbit hole and the rat hole. One has to inspire himself, not by the things that have been accomplished by those who brings that bowl of mischief, strife, lies, and deceit. But many of my people are very hungry. We are. So when a black man reaches in that bowl that's been offered to you by you, because he's intrigued and inspired to be at a statue, you have presented yourself through violence, laws, conquering, and destroying. But he gets to look and see the benefits that you have. That is his false narrative of being inspired. Yeah. And when he reaches in that bowl that you offer, and he eats from that bowl, he becomes that black man that looks behind himself and sees millions of his own. And they too are starving to be inspired, but only for that actual person to look back and say, I don't know why you niggas won't eat from this bowl. So when I say black man, you can't be inspired by him. You must find it in yourself to be inspired. In order to inspire niggas like me, according to what that black man has eaten from that bowl that describes us, because we choose not to eat from that bowl, which makes us niggas to them. Oh, I don't want my daughter fooling around with those niggas down there in that lower project area. They're not going to do anything but destroy you and bring you down. Because you've reached that status from the false foods and the nutrients from that bowl that you was offered and folks so freely willing to accept, which many of us have. Now it's time to realize that that bowl makes you no different than any other human being on this planet. Because what has inspired you to do great has been given to you by a false narrative, a false belief, a way of strife, conquering with a form of force. If we are to continue to believe that we are the only that has a struggle and not be inspired by all the others that are in the same struggle, our Native Americans, we claim descent from them, or they descent from us, vice versa. But yet they sit somewhere between 5 million in the country that we keep asking, because we are willing to eat out that bowl of deceit, lies, conquering, pilferage, rape, and all the things that goes along with one that is of nothing of darkness, but hides behind the light, which is the sun during the day, that disables the mind from being able to understand its true, actual deeds that needs to be implemented in order to stay a conqueror of your own failure of inspiration inside of yourself. I'm beginning to see how we are dividing ourselves along with all the others when it comes down to one of the most darkest things that is known to man, evil. We have no place amongst ourselves when we are eating from a bowl that's being presented through evil, through darkness, lies, scams and schemes, in order to keep you eluded from being able to see that what it is that they have, that now you have obtained, does not make you successful, does not make you no better than its own bringing of darkness to you, that enables people like me to see you have failed. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by yourself that doesn't reach the catapult levels that has destroyed the world, that has enslaved the world, that has taken position to oversee your own dominion that you own, which is yourself. So if you want to keep eating out that motherfucking bowl, black man, and running around thinking you better than me, and looking at me saying I'm a nigga, let me tell you something. The day is near and the time is here, and it's all about the beginning. So close your eyes for a brief moment, because that's all it's going to take for you to realize what it is I just said to you. And maybe you just might come back with a different set of eyes and see me as a human being, and not just that nigga that didn't accomplish the things that it is that you've accomplished by eating from a bowl that keeps you thinking you better than me. You're no more different than anything that oppresses human life. I'm Maxine Alexander. I'm out of here.